Mnangagwa crisis. Zimbabwe universities are dying. The 30th of August 2025, Zimbabwe's once proud universities are fast losing their luster, with enrollments plummeting by as much as 50% and entire programs facing closure due to failure to attract students. A survey has revealed the decline comes as more students opt to study abroad, particularly in South Africa and Zambia. In Poland, for instance, Vincent Paul University, reportedly built on Zimbabwean money, is now dominated by Zimbabwean students, who make up nearly 90% of its enrollment. Insiders blame the crisis on a cocktail of challenges, including redundant degree programs with little to no employment prospects, soaring fees, which have jumped from $350 to $600 per semester, civil servants' low wages, averaging below $300, making higher education unaffordable, and the wider economic collapse. With universities struggling, polytechnics are becoming the institutions of choice, offering practical courses such as hairdressing and building, which provide faster employment opportunities. The desperation has reached alarming levels, with some universities resorting to using hailers in the streets to recruit students. Once bustling campuses are now littered with ghost buildings and empty lecture halls. The Ministry of Higher and Tertiary Education oversees 21 universities, but institutions contacted by the Masvingo Mirror admitted to alarming declines. Some programs are enrolling just one student per class. One university saw its student population collapse from 15,000 in 2022 to just 8,000 in 2024. Another lost more than half its graduands, dropping from 7,000 in 2022 to around 3,000 expected to graduate in October 2025. A peace, conflict, and governance class in Masvingo began with 50 students in 2020. This year, only 24 will graduate, 5 having passed away, and the rest dropping out due to economic hardship and disillusionment. Higher Education Permanent Secretary, Prof. Fanel Tagwira, downplayed the severity of the crisis, although he admitted universities were struggling. The drop in enrollments is not as dire as indicated, but we have urged institutions to work around these problems, he said. Prof. Tagwira acknowledged the plight of parents and civil servants battling tuition fees, adding that government is working on a higher and tertiary education revitalization strategy aimed at modernizing curricula and strengthening student support systems. Progressive Teachers Union of Zimbabwe, PTUZ President Takavifira Joe, described the collapse in enrollments as a reflection of the broader national economic crisis. This is a national challenge. There is need to refocus on industrialization rather than politics. Students who enroll outside the country are more likely to find opportunities and networks abroad, Joe said. At some universities, only law and social work remain viable programs, with law departments oversubscribed and now enrolling up to 100 students per class. But the financial crisis triggered by low enrollments continues to choke institutions, threatening the very survival of Zimbabwe's higher education system.